push the pace a little bit more. Spotting a scalp, it's labored, but it's better late than never. The pistol, the way of MIBR. Cascade, ASPAS is already up.
Yeah, all this info gathered from the side of MIBR, you're 100% correct, and that's a great entry from Havoc.
Yep, and a great response from Khalil too. You mentioned that it really felt like they needed to avoid getting bonused, and so far, it seems like that will be the case. Big numbers advance away the attack, the spike has been planted, and it's only going from really bad to worse for MIBR.
Yeah, and fundamentally, I like the way that Furia are approaching this round. Havoc, it's kind of Havoc go kill, you know, in that post-plant scenario because they got the first bloods. And that's what you want. Everybody else is playing util. I mean, now they're kind of hunting a bit, but maybe a little unnecessary. I say that as he, you know, still ends up getting that kill, but
yeah, that is an interesting conversation to have though, because you look at situations like this and you go, okay, you have the advantage, you know, you don't really want to lose it, you kind of want to play it smart as the flawless round goes through for Furia and they're on the board.
Here's that operator from ASPAS though.
Gonna get challenged early on, as will Shenum. Will fall, the op does not connect, forced to take a step back, thrown in reverse. And he's gonna have to continue backing up.
Yeah. Blistering pace. I mean, if Furia can get this spike planted unscathed. Ooh.
Oops, my ult's ready.
ASPAS connecting on the one.
Spike planted.
Just narrowly missing the second. Again, the aggressive swing out from Heat. It's proving to be a little bit too much right now.
Yeah.
Watching Heat find some success. As Verno again, dying early.
Gets his get back onto Verno.
Traded right back though. I mean, Furia, you got to give it to them. They're finding success on these aggro takes.
And a lot of that is off the back of Havoc.
Yeah.
I say that, of course, the curse.
But you are right. Reckoning now invested, going to flush him out a little bit further. Force them further back to their side of the map. Shoving the line of scrimmage. As Rafa falls, our team's gotten the defuse to half. Pushed off the spit. Now a second set of Harbor utility that they're going to have to dance with and try to reckon around. Two kills found from Prize. It's going to be down to ASPAS. Switches to a different weapon. 5 HP, pushing through the wall. 1 kill found. And now the smoke to buy a little bit of time. Doesn't even threaten it. He's got to win this fight out. A tap is there. Khalil forced into the swing. And of course, it's ASPAS.
So far.
Havoc might have bit off a bit more than he could chew. Scales past safety and pays forward with his life. Now Cortezia has an ult of his own that he can counter with. And you imagine MIBR are going to try to fill in the space. Here in just a moment, Furia forced to sit back and watch and find any semblance of safety to play from behind. Excuse me.
He got pre-fired.
Verno on a heater. Numbers again, the way of the defense. Prize and Khalil forced to try to take back some of this space and secure this spike.
One enemy remaining.
That's real tough, man. The MIBR retake there was pretty.
Cortezia heard all these footsteps from Havoc as well.
Our team, the first to fall. There was just Cortezia, as you were mentioning, trying to span through the wall, gets the best of Havoc. Heat's got a timing. Heat's got some space. And he's just made the map a little bit smaller. Now the defense with full eyes, focus forward. Prize, yeah, you know you have to tap that ult out and bait it out. That's exactly what they do. Now the real game is afoot. Can they flood him behind it and try to get a little bit more space? It's a game of who's going to turn around first, is it?
Headshot.
Yeah.
Nice reaction, nice flick.
Crispy out from Heat. Cortezia falls. And Verno's going to return the favor. Now 10 seconds left. The spike's still not planted. They still have to get through the
10
pit.
seconds left.
Committing to it now, Rafa
Spike
will
planted.
succeed as Shenum does not choose to push the pace.
And you still have KO Molly, you still have the Teo missiles online.
Remember, ASPAS with an op here and still has the blades from the beginning of the round. Shenum, this is a big kill. You know, he was waiting for it just on the other side. Oh. Not connecting. I mean, where did the pellets go? Meanwhile, ASPAS from on high gets his 3.
To side, but
there's a little proactivity for you. ASPAS taking the aggro line with the op connecting.
jeez. Another first blood for ASPAS. 15 kills. This operator, I mean, in NRG's nightmares, now in Furia's nightmares. Something different, though, is the first time that Heat has taken space in this mid-tube. He's going to get cleared out, though. What a great drone from Verno. Oh, my goodness.
Dude, part of the issue for Furia, you were mentioning it's nightmares from ASPAS is off. The problem for them is it's been nightmares for 5 weeks now.
Yeah. extremely rough going.
ASPAS proving that he's human. I mean, if you slow down here, if you're Furia, Havoc is currently playing B by himself, and maybe you can manipulate rotations a little bit, but the problem is when you're in a 3v5 like that, it's not like you have the numbers advantage to help spread the map out.
It's a great entry, though. It allows you to get that Armageddon online, and there's a lot of players in this backside area. ASPAS needs to be a little bit careful here. He's good. He dodges that.
30 seconds left.
Ult invested, high ground taken, and now they can flood him behind it, and once again, we're finding ourselves in what could be a diffuse situation. Yep, Khalil takes one to the back of the head, assassination style. ASPAS gets another, and Havoc, who, if you remember, was on the opposite side of the map, is now left on the outside looking in once more.
And that was the call. I'm assuming Verno made that call as well. I mean, we heard him do that little insert in that last round, the end of the last round. He was proactive. It's not clear. I mean, look at the drone difference, right? It just sets ASPAS up for free kills.
Right there.
Our team took a little bit of damage through an earlier scuffle at the beginning of the round. Khalil has as well.
This is going to get shut down. Shenum is waiting right outside of the smoke.
Just enough HP.
Bot coming back. Recalling my
And
bot.
if you're MIBR right now, what are the odds they're alone? I mean, no one from the side of MIBR is at this A site. It's so obvious that it's a B hit.
17. He's got the dash procced.
One
Oh
enemy
no!
remaining.
Stuck.
Spike down B.
Heat's now left alone in a 1v4.
Yeah,
Final round of the half, doesn't have the spike. Now they know where he is. Does he die to ASPAS? Of course he does.
Yeah, team that's confident in their ability to retake. Now they're on the attacking side and ready for pushes as well.
Brother, what sort of confidence was that? He was up by himself with a frenzy. Like, you know what? That's fine.
It's just textbook from MIBR right now. I mean, not really needing to do anything, and Rafa just catches a stray. Poor guy. I mean,
Yeah.
you're in a ranked game, that happens to you. I'm tilted.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you play Valorant. Sometimes Valorant plays you. And that's been the case for Furia for the last 5 weeks. And it doesn't
Brutal.
seem like it's going to get any better.
That's brutal.
What is this freeze from MIBR? Has
There's-
something bad happened? Like, has a
They're-
mouse
they're-
disconnected?
They're playing a fundamentally sound way. I mean, they're waiting for any type of re-aggression from Furia. They understand that Furia, on the attacking side, we're basically running it down on those post plants. So now just playing really methodically, trying to bait out any more
30
pushes,
seconds
seeing if
left.
there's any more mistakes that Furia are going to make.
I think as you think about
Planted.
MIBR, they are in a 5v3. They managed to get the spike down. We'll continue this here in just a moment. Havoc's position been given away, and his life has been taken at the hands of who else?
Last player standing.
Heat will join him, and Rafa's 13 HP surely will not be enough to stand the test in a 1v5. I think when we think about teams,
The vintage, actual vintage ASPAS dashing on the top two, getting so much info for his team.
Rafa's just decapitated. Cortesia gets another.
ASPAS is still in mid. He knows Heat's here.
Night, night.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, with surgical precision.
It's sickening. It's just sickening.
11-3 right now. 12-3. An inevitability.
Wait, the spike got
Spike
stuck here at the
down
A
A.
site.
Hang on. Hang on.
One enemy remaining.
Never mind. He's still alive.
40 HP, surely.
Can be competing for hardware in Toronto.
Yeah, actually.
Enemy kill.
Especially when ASPAS is hitting shots like that. Prize getting absolutely instud. And now the pace, it's being put on Furia at this A site.
That alarm bot's still up, but it seems like Shenna might be able to get past it and take up 2. Meanwhile, Khalil
Spike
getting 2
down
kills on
A.
site, making things competitive. And a response instantly through. Havoc now falls. All attention can be turned towards the site. Khalil never really had a chance.
Win.
Havoc tagged by the trip, and he's already dead.
Yeah, now there's a crossfire in this back site area.
Oh, that hurts. That shock dart does not feel good. ASPAS forced to sit back and watch on the other side of the door. As Furia finding a little bit of room and finding some value on the site. Prize
Last player
falls.
standing.
It's labored, but he falls. Now Heat's left alone in a 1v3. The flash was good. Makes it to where if you try to contact out, you're going to have a hard time. But that said, of course, Havoc gets a kill into ASPAS and they have space.
Yeah. Want to keep track of Shenum right now on Catwalk. He's going to be able to get this flank in if he decides to go for it. See if he decides to go market instead.
Remember, he does have a Vandal too.
Big firepower right there. Great flash. But Verno not punished.
No, Verno repositioning, staying alive, swinging on to the first, looking for the second.
Player standing.
And he does settle.
Spike down. B.
Shenum left in a 1v3. Instantly dropped. To do with on the site.
Yeah, it's been in the same spot almost every round. Great punish from Heat.
30 seconds left.
But they're slowing down. You talked about how they needed to speed up around this and try to beat the rotation. Plucked out of the sky. Cortezia trying to hold the line himself. Falls. Now without doing a little bit of damage. A 2v2. ASPAS still with an op.
Spike planted.
Shenum with 25 HP. Trying to find a window to play in. He's got a smoke.
Nobody beating ASPAS right now.
No, keep a close eye on Heat's flash.
Last player
Right on
standing.
cue, connecting, and Shenum falls.
Rounds.
Yeah, the prologue is the same. And I guess this is the part of the story where the hero starts to best the villain, and it's a happily ever after ending. Havoc's already down.
Or die!
Shenum's gonna get a lot of value off this paranoia. The drone getting tagged first. Heat has found a window. Creeping out of tree. He's already gotten back sight. Shenum's lit up and he's dead. Very nicely done. And Cortezia is going to be on the slate flank, but by the time he arrives, Verno's not able to take any space, and now he's dead too.
Spike planted.
Furia, it's looking good in terms of the strategy and their approach right now on this attack side. That's 2 rounds in a row they've used the door smoke and had Heat lurk all the way up Catwalk.
Cage trigger.
And remember, that was a large part of the success that they found on Icebox. All right, we might have a game on our hands here, folks.
Just pre-fired to oblivion. That's a free B site now for Furia.
Casey on the other side of it. Remember, Verno has his ult, Artine has his ult. There's a lot of retake potential here, as you were mentioning.
Yeah, Verno's setting up right now to use that ultimate as well. That kill on Rafa from Artsin is huge.
It's going to help him. Look, take a close eye on the minimap. Heat is going all the way back into their spawn, and he's going to catch 2 asleep at the wheel. 2 kills found, and the retake attempt has been stuffed.
I mean, it just looks like Heat has had enough.
I can't believe he got out. I thought he was dead. Havoc's pacing, Havoc's timing is gorgeous. Almost connects onto the third, but this is a different Furia from what we saw on Icebox.
They look so much more confident. Where was this? Maybe a little too confident now. Maybe playing a little bit too aggressive.
Couple of kills straight back. Remember, ASPAS still has blades, if I'm not mistaken, but Verno up really far here. And the spike has been taken for a little while here. 3 down in hell.
Standing ahead.
Is it enough, though?
Khalil tagged. He had to stay alive. That's big up from Verno. Off of the flash. ASPAS looks to get high ground. Again, you've got to be able to flush them out from hell. They know exactly where they are. But prize! This feels like a bait. Do they clear it? Do they check? Yeah, they were looking. And Verno gets this one, but you're triple faced. What are you going to do there? The TP backs up from Shenum. Cortezia is here beside him. Side by side, shoulder by shoulder. 1 kill found. Make that 2 for the Sentinel. Artsin left in a 1v2.
There.
Rotating back towards B. He's going to be a little late to the party. He's going to have to solve it all on the fly. Playing up.
Great Lysol to delay.
Yeah, but they dodged some of that utility. ASPAS instantly dropped as soon as he tries finding a way out. This is so labored.
Revealing area.
Shenum and Verno trying to approach this from different angles. As Shenum was 1v1ing against Prize, able to win that out, and now they're able to play a little bit more aggressively here. Khalil's 9 HP will fall as Shenum gets 4.
Do some dirty work right here.
Yeah, but there needs to be something to let them know that that's where the hit is coming from. Artsin's gonna dive, and there was too many there.
Seeing ASPAS get overwhelmed like this is truly a sight to see.
Well, I mean, he was faced by 4.
But he's that guy. He's the one that is okay with that. I mean, he gets multi-kills. And now, how do you break through this on the retake? It's a 3v5. There's still so much utility on the side of Heat and Prize.
Cortezia has a share.
You're cooked. This is cooked. That timeout did nothing, Doug.
A difficult problem that they're going to have to solve. Havoc's 2 HP, not enough to stand against the test of Cortezia. But still plenty of work to be done. Rafa just waiting for any swing into his crosshair. Spots ahead, Shenum and Verno.
Enemy remaining.
Side by side, get a couple kills. Prize, again, left in a 1v1. Cortezia finally able to upgrade a weapon. The time is low. I don't know that there's a shot for Cortezia to do this anyway. Even was getting the kill through, and he can't even get that. Shenum has to stay on the other side alongside Verno.
Surely you go for this.
They've got to win this fight. They've got to win the fight out of market, and they've got to win the fight to spawn. Rafa not taking any damage. Very well done. Keeping the attempt at a retake relatively high as far as possibility. Our team down to 40 HP. Furia waiting for the second round of utilities to be able to try to get through. That knife tagging onto the first Shenum, waiting for the first swing. Paranoia connecting, that's gonna buy a little bit of time, but they aren't taking the window that's been afforded to them. A second flash, they have to deal with main. It's Laybird. Guy's got flash, still gets a kill. Shenum now falls. Members of the attack weak as the defense inches closer and closer, but MIBR, they've got a lot of space. Very close by. You were talking about the lighter armor, Havoc is the first to fall. Khalil will join him. He does too. Oh, this has all the smells, all the makings of a bonus.
And it was clean too. MIBR used so much utility to clear out Wine. They didn't want to get caught off guard by anything. The spacing on that attack as well was so nice. Need for you to be jump spotting that in that moment. I say that as Prize evens the score in B main. Usually this prompts a speed up onto A site because the Senti is down.
Not getting a little value. That drone is going to provide some problems. Shenum saving alive through that. Nicely done. And there's the attack side up again.
It's just reigning supreme. He's holding all the angles for his team as they walk up.
A quick lance to the money for Furia too. It doesn't get any better in the next round. Khalil has to find a lot of value.
And they know he's here.
Confirmed now by Shenum's peak.
He's just trying to buy time for Heat. The Heat is taking way too long. The round's over.
Yeah.
Save.
Or do you double down and give another gun away?
It's getting out of hand right now. Furia have lost the plot. And MIBR right now, they know that the operator's on Cat. That's why two players are aiming.
Dashing into the smoke, waiting for the second bit of utility out. Fade away from ASPAS as he's looking for the second. Warning shots onto Havoc. A threat, and he's going to try to respond. That's so aggressive, and he gets two!
Down A.
Relentless in his approach, and rewarded for it. They cannot let this one slip. This would be heartbreak. This would be disaster. It was a 4v2.
Maybe a bit of a sigh of relief, though, but aggression here.
Oh, a cheeky little tiles crunch. Oh! Havoc looking for the third and will find it. Furia knocking on the door of map point.
One enemy remaining.
Jeez.
And they've read Shenum. They've read our team because no way to get out. He's stuck here, and now they know where he is. They're gonna hunt him down, and they're gonna clean him up. Off the board now as they turn their attention towards B, the Paranoia back sight. And Verno knows where he is. He's trying to connect onto him. It's a little labored, but it will fall through. Now a 5v3 for the attack. Rafa's still playing on the other side of the map.
Yeah, you go for a save here. I mean, if...
Flash popping through. They've got the wall on the other side. ASPAS getting across right into the Odin. Connecting onto the second. Only 3 left now. Again, Furia so close. The wall keeping them at bay.
I know
It's all on our team, Cortezia now. Can they keep this thing alive or split on the cards? Prize with 3.
Down B.
Cortezia, a man left alone. A 1v3 attempt to keep Ascent in play, and I don't know how he pulls this one off.
Oh, the Odin was so strong from Prize. Instantly deleting everyone on his screen. Let's see if Cortezia is next on the list, and he is!
Defenders win.
The speed up ASPAS.
already tagged up, and Havoc gets the best of him once more, picking up right where he left off.
Yeah, now it causes the attackers to freeze, but Verno somehow gets that pick on the Heat, Doug.
Nicely done by Havoc to get out of there to play his life. Verno traded back. Really nice timing on the flank there from Shenum, though, but flanked out.
One enemy remaining.
I mean, it's just chaos everywhere, trade upon trade.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, is that every pistol for MIBR? Nicely not swinging behind it. Rafa feeling a lot of that pressure, standing strong
Spike down.
in the face of the duelist.
Just completely stuffed.
Yeah, MIBR hitting stumbling blocks at the beginning of this round.
Shenum did sneak all the way up into mid, though.
He's hearing this. Spotting one and disposing of him. No idea that there's a little bit more threat on the other side, and boldly tries to take that fight again. Khalil's in such a weird spot.
Experiment complete.
Gets a kill onto Shenum, but
One enemy
that's the
remaining.
harder one, and nicely done from
Spike
Khalil.
down mid.
Spike down as well. Great awareness from Khalil in that moment. Turn around, understanding that he could be getting pinched. Now it's all left to Verno. He does have a Phantom, and he does take out Khalil. He has some room to work with and some utility.
30 seconds left, a
30
1v3.
seconds left.
That's the salvos that you were just mentioning. But Prize does too, and as you imagine, as soon as you hear the tap, there's going to be a fault line, salvo, heat swing. There's the fault line, there's the salvo, and now heat swing, right on cue. Another 1-3-1, and this time, Shenum getting the best of Havoc.
And that just destroys the defense. I mean, look at the mini-map right now. Everybody shifting over. No space anywhere right now. MIBR have everything to play around.
Oh, this is interesting because they only tag the Viper. Do you assume it's just a lurk, or is that where the hit is coming from? He tries to get up. Prize tries to get up too.
And it doesn't even matter what it is, Doug, because that's a free A site. All alone, Shenum takes every single engagement and wins it. And I
don't think they're taking this bait. I don't think they're buying it. Havoc pops the ult, not for info, but just to stay alive. Meanwhile, Heat from up in heaven,
Down B.
able to get 5 HP. Havoc falls. Shenum finally dealt with on the other side of the map as Heat down in hell, can't do much.
Rafa still has full utility. He could delay this plant.
You got 10 seconds left. You've got to commit to this very quickly. Keep an eye on the heaven push. ASPAS has to hold that. Does Verno dare pop his ult here? Oh, the snap from Verno's good. A 2v2 now. Rafa creeping forward with a full bed of
enemy
utility.
remaining.
He's going to have to solve this one.
One enemy remaining.
Verno down to the 1v1. 11 HP, 7 bullets. As Khalil pushes further and further. And wins out the 1v1 for Furia. Trying to play around the smokes. The flash is not going to connect. They're waiting on the other side of it. Verno snaps onto him. Advantage the way of the attack. You've got Prize who's going to be on this late lurk.
He's got to win this 1v1, but Havoc gets taken out as well. Prize, maybe he can bring this one back.
Cortez is waiting for it. Still nicely done by Prize. And now the ult at the ready. They're going to flush right into it. He's got to take those fights, and he wasn't ready for it. Verno with 3 on the round. And Rafa will fall. ASPAS pops his blades. Oh my goodness, Khalil.
So fast.
Hitting the ground with 0 HP, and now they got the Rolling Thunder. They can fill him behind. Price was stuck. He had nowhere to go.
So many different layers to that hit. And Furia get completely destroyed. No one had a chance. After that first kill, the insta updraft, 1 tap.
May have found a tiny window to play around, but he's pushed back. You've got Shore, you've got Spam from the rifles. Khalil somehow still getting a kill. And Havoc getting one too. But ASPAS arrives to save the day.
One enemy remaining.
Weak here, but no mid info. Ooh, they're coming for you. He has the dash. Oh, he slams into a wall.
Great punish. Protocols.
They're gonna try to fill him behind this. The Rolling Thunder sends him sky high.
One enemy remaining.
Cortezia lands to get a kill, but can't connect on anything else. Shenum left in a 1v3. They don't know where he is, do they? Yes, they do. Everybody here.
But you have to delay. You cannot fall now. You have to delay.
Keep a close eye on where the spike is. If he gets a kill on the spike, that's it. The round is probably over. They're gonna have to fight back into A main to take this back. And I don't know how they do that. MIBR forced to scale forward, but they're surrounded. Tools. This is gonna hurt. They've got to scatter. They've got to flood, and ASPAS is dead. Cortezia can't alleviate any of the pressure. The flash up from Khalil's gonna hit all three, if I'm not mistaken.
He just gets taken out from some spam. Gotta be careful that Omen Smoke doesn't cover all of that. You can see over the edges.
Shen with a counterpunch to keep it competitive.
I have to say, Verno is one off of that Armageddon. Viper's Pit is still online and available. Furia cannot afford to let MIBR touch a single site. The spike cannot be planted. You have to take out the Viper.
He had to TP out. He's going to get all the way back into spawn.
You spoke about Rafa in the beginning of this match. He's going to have to step up huge here.
On his own, and stand up he does. Huge for Furia. 2 kills found. Make that 3. Furia get to 5. As soon as they spot what's going on here, they're going to speed up A. And that's exactly what they do, instantly increasing pace. Smokes, backside, drones, TPs, the whole thing. Khalil.
He slipped right by.
He's in a really good spot to make a play. He's got a frenzy too. Yep, that's 1 kill found. Turning around finally, Verno spamming through the smoke, getting the best of him. Again, a pistol, so desperately needed. Really nicely done by Verno. Position given away, yes, but takes a step back, forcing Havoc to take the fight, and he will take it. They've gotten it down to 2. They've gotten it down to 1. This call to cut noise and to contact up. I mean, that separates the defense. They had so much power in numbers. But that little freeze is just enough to set them apart.
30 seconds left.
ASPAS.
Good for 1. Good from Heaven, 2.
Enemy remaining.
Khalil's left alone, a 1v2. Fakes the TP. Does he take the bait? Khalil trying to avoid disaster. 13 seconds left. It's the same play. It's the same play, but this time with an additional flash, and this time Havoc gets the best of Shenum.
Shorty versus Judge.
Our team playing just on the other side of the smoke. He will not get tested. Not yet, anyway. And now they know the op is there. Tries investing the Armageddon, but they haven't been able to alleviate a lot of this Heaven pressure. And the smoke is going to keep them back. They have to force their way through this. They face check out, but it's late. Rafa will pay for it with his life. Oh, oh my gosh. Setup here. Is there a stun setup for him? There it is. It's going to connect, but it hits him too. The Judge. Exactly what he needs there.
It's a must-win round for Furia, and they are up 5v3 in a post-plant, but the flood is coming through.
5v4 or 4v3 now.
How does nobody hear that?
3v3 now. 3v2 now. He and Khalil, the dash forward. He's got to get out of there. Khalid's able to get 1. Oh. Just in the nick of time. ASPAS from up top.
Last player standing.
Heat's getting it down to a 1v1. With Spike just out of reach and 42 HP. I don't know how he does this. Verno can just hold the line. All of it is on Heat to swing his way out.
Boss here.
Oh, they wait for the wall to go up. They refresh the smoke too. And he still connects. The double dip onto Havoc. With Verno not far off. This defensive setup looks like it will hold. The shorty doesn't connect, but he didn't realize that Verno was there, so he's able to get the messer off. And now the stun on the swing. A little early from Verno. Now 2v2, the spike just out of reach. All on to Cortezia now.
Spike planted.
He's been quiet, but he's got a chance to be heartbreak for Furia once more. He's blossomed, into such a strong player this stage, this year. A big moment for him.
Havoc on this A ramp is gonna have to
That's a deep
do
hit.
a miracle, Doug, and he does. He got 2.
I don't know that if it was enough of a miracle, though. They're going to freeze on the other side of this pit. They don't even have the spike in hand right now, and Rafa's got to take some space.
I have the spike.
I mean, you gotta stick at some point. Oh, you're done.
As the wall goes down,
What?
Rafa takes a step back, drops on ASPAS, and now he's gonna have the Rolling Thunder.
But you gotta plant the spike.
Or you swing into the fight! They decide to drop the pit, and now they want to fight into spawn. These moments, these
30 seconds left.
micro decisions have been the Achilles heel of Furia.
Spike planted.
But they settle, they get the spike down.
It's not planted for heaven. Rafa is so far away.
He still has a drill, he still has 2 flashes. But you're right, it feels like he's on the other side of the map right now. Doesn't have the stun up. Heat's feeling a lot of this pressure. Meanwhile, Cortesia has slipped the net. The flash is perfect. And Rafa's shots are 2. Got to do it on his own.
And he has to do it against ASPAS. And he can't.
Meanwhile, they invested the Yoru TPB. So now there's a mad dash to try to take the space that he's managed to gain. But he's on an island here.
Seconds left.
Havoc has to stand on his own.
He's got to try to disrupt. He cannot let these Teo missiles go down, delay the spike. There's only 20 seconds left. This is the play.
Off the flash, able to get the first. Cortesia down.
He's got to keep going.
Trying to scale up behind the utility. Prize gets a spike down. A retake attempt from MIBR, which includes the Rolling Thunder, is going to be a problem. Havoc stunned, dead. And now the Rolling Thunder in play. It's going to whiff. It's going to split the upright, so it's not going to connect onto anyone. So Prize and Clue will have a shot at this. Oh, but he whiffs it all. And now Prize is left in a 1v4, and he cannot stand.
The thing is, ASPAS has that entire A line.
They've taken B. Artine up in heaven. Turning the flash, the paranoia is behind it. Do they fill in? That's going to cause so many problems. Khalil scaling forward into the smoke, hitting the best of Artine. It's all falling apart for them. Heat has to stand in a 1v2 with 29 HP. The spit to buy some time, and Shenum swings into it to break the hearts of Furia.